This is J. Lou, and welcome to another edition of Big Three and Beyond. What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. It's like another gloomy day in H-Town. It was like really nice yesterday. I guess it's that time of year with the fall and the winter time and everything. But it beats the 100-degree weather. That's all I'm gonna say. It's nice and cool outside and everything, but I work with it and all that stuff. So, man, hopefully everybody's doing okay out there. It's been a great week for H-Town. So, I just want to, first of all, give a shout out to everybody that's been supporting me and checking out my videos and checking out the Big Three and Beyond. I'm very, very grateful and blessed. This is something I really, really enjoy doing. I love talking sports. I really do. I love talking about my local teams. It's just, it's a blast. I'll be listening to, my 610 sports personalities, my 790, Jim Rome a little bit, Joe Rogan, all those people are inspirations to me, listening to what's going on, whether you missed a game or you just want to get their feedback, that's a big one. You might already watch the game, but you might just want to get somebody's take on it. Everybody likes to hear what Charles Barkley's got going on or what Stephen A. Smith has got going on. So, anyways, I just want to thank all of you for watching my Big Three and Beyond. Like I said, I'm still working out the kinks. I still need to get some. I want to get some better lighting in here, and I still want to do other things to improve the show. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get to the bullet points. We're gonna talk Astros. I didn't really talk too much in depth my last show. We mainly talked Texas and Rockets. So we're gonna talk Astros. So my question I want you to think about before we get into it here in a few minutes about the Astros is our championship window closing? And if it is closing, how much time do you give it for it to close? So, because our players are getting older, some contracts are going to be expiring here pretty soon. So, things that make you go, right? So, anyways, that's the first bullet point. We're going to talk Astros, and the second one, obviously, we're going to talk Texans. Obviously, there's a toast of the town. There's a talk of the league. Everybody's talking about C.J. Stroud. And obviously, can you really blame everybody talking about C.J. Stroud, him being in the running for NFL MVP and them being 5-4 and them basically making a statement. They made a statement last Sunday because I didn't think they were going to beat the Bengals, to be honest with you. So we're going to talk about the Texans and obviously talk about the upcoming matchup between the Texans and the Arizona Cardinals. And then last but not least, I'm going to give you my Week 11 predictions for this weekend, starting tonight. That's why I'm doing it Thursday. That's why I want to do Thursday, because Thursday night football starts tonight. So, anyways, let's just get into the Astros. So, obviously, they won 90 games last year. They were one game away from the World Series. On one end, I'm happy they got that far considering how the season went. But on the other hand, could you at least win one home game? Why we got to do this again like the Washington Nationals like 4 years ago? All we had to do is win one home game and we win all the games on the road. And obviously, what kind of makes it more like painful is against our rival, the Texas Rangers. Because if we would have beat the Texas Rangers, man, we would have beaten the Diamondbacks. We probably would have swept them. They got a good team. They're not on our level. Definitely not on our level. They got some good hitters on their team, but Come on, man. It's just very frustrating, man. Just us not winning a home game and us losing to the Rangers. Come on, man. I'm just saying. So my question I asked you a few minutes ago is our championship still open? And my answer is, at the moment, yes. Our key players are still coming back next year. We still got Jose Altuve. We still got Alex Bregman. We still got Kyle Tucker. Obviously, we got Jordan. We got JV coming back one more year. But I will say, after this next year, it's going to start getting a little bit trickier for the Astros because there's some contracts that are expiring after next year. The two big ones that I want to talk about is Jose Altuve and Alex Bregman. They got 1 year left, as far as I know. That's what I looked for my source. Now, if my source ain't right, then I'm gonna get another source. But they got one more season left on their contracts. I'm gonna be honest with you. Bregman's gonna want definitely more money, unless he's fine with taking a discount, and he's probably gonna want a good amount of time as far as on the contract. And Altuve, I mean, I definitely want to keep Altuve. You know, he's been here the whole time. You know, even when we were shitty, when we were losing 100 games, Jose Altuve was here. And then the other one is Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker is another one that's gonna. Now he's still got another year. I know we're gonna have to go through arbitration with him and everything, but obviously he wants more money. He just won a Silver Slugger award. He's like, man, I deserve more money. I had a good season. Now the playoffs didn't help him that much, especially now not the World Series, the ALCS. He didn't have he was ice cold. So here's two ways to basically kind of keep this championship window going. There's two ways. There is a third one, but the Astros won't do it because I know how Jim Crane is. The first one is to re-sign these players. You know, give them an extension before the end of their contracts are up. So I'm talking about Jose Altuve, Bregman. You know, spend that money. You know, if you really like their level of play and they're still playing at a high level, then give them that extension, man. That way you still got them. You know, then you got them for several more years. And then obviously the big one is Kyle Tucker. So that's the first way would be to re-sign these Astros players, you know. And the second one, which is not going to be popular, I know you're not going to like what I'm going to be saying, but the second way would be to trade. I would say, now I'm just going to say him because he would bring a lot of definitely help bolster up our farm system, our minor league system. Definitely get a bunch of picks. So Kyle Tucker, there's been rumors about him going to the Yankees or stuff like that. So you can imagine, the Yankees are desperate. They didn't even make the playoffs this year. So imagine if we traded Kyle Tucker. Imagine the amount of how we could definitely bolster our minor league system again. Because right now it's not like what it used to be. So that's the two ways. Obviously, you could trade another player, another quality player. The other route would be overspending on free agents, like what the Yankees do, like what the Red Sox do, like what the Padres do, and Jim Crane's not going to have any of that, and that's not what the Astros have been doing. Yeah, they spend money, but they're not going to spend it crazy and spend it stupid and all that stuff. So, anyways, I say this year we're good because we're still going to have most of our nucleus and everything. But from here on out, unless they make a trade or re-sign some of our key players, then it's going to be tricky. So I'll still say about a couple of years left in this championship window. That's why I really wish we would have won it this past year, but it is what it is. But I could have said the same thing about the Nationals too, right? Right now we keep looking at 4 championships instead of 2. So let's talk about the biggest concerns right now in the offseason. Talk about the Astros still. So, like I said, JV still has 1 year left on the contract. The other big concerns is we don't know if Luis Garcia, and the other big question is Lance McCullers. Is Lance McCullers gonna be healthy? When's the last time Lance McCullers has been healthy? You know, Luis Garcia, when's he gonna come back? The other question is Valdez, Framber Valdez and Christian Javier, are they gonna be back to what they were before this past year when they really struggled down the stretch? That's the big question. For Valdez, I mean, I really think, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think it was a factor. I think that pitch clock was a factor with Framber Valdez because he's very deliberate. He doesn't like to pitch like I'm talking as far as in between pitches. He likes to take his time, to throw his pitches, So I do think that pitch clock did affect him, especially, throughout the season, the second half of the season, the playoffs. So I'm really hoping that he gets it together because we really need a better, more solid, consistent Framber Valdez. And then Christian Javier he's got some electric stuff. The problem is he's really a two-pitch pitcher. He really needs to develop another pitch. So that way he has more versatility. And most pitchers in the major leagues, they have, at least 3 or 4 different types of pitches. They'll have a four-seamer, they'll have a curveball, a slider, stuff like that, So, anyways, that's definitely, those are definitely pitch. My biggest concern is the pitching. So I just gave you several reasons why. JV, got 1 year left with JV. We don't know when Luis Garcia and Lance McCullers will be back. And then Valdez and Javier, are they gonna come back more solid and be more consistent? And then the other thing is, they gave Montero way too big of a contract in the last offseason. It was a crazy contract. They should have gave that to Hector Neris or something, to be honest with you. Yeah, but they definitely need at least one starting pitcher for sure. Yainer Diaz will be the full-time catcher, which I know most of us definitely like. So it's going to bring more offense. I think Jose Abreu is going to have a better overall season. He's going to be off to a better start. You couldn't come off with a colder start than Jose Abreu. I mean, that was crazy. Everybody was like ready for us to just get rid of him and eat that contract. Got obviously Yordan Alvarez. Here's the other big thing. Jeremy Pena. Jeremy Pena was not doing it pretty much the whole season. Yes, he's very good on the field, making plays on the field, but he's definitely got to become a more consistent hitter, getting on base and stuff like that. It don't necessarily have to be a bunch of home runs and stuff. I'm just talking about just hitting the ball, getting hits, because once he does get on base, he does have good speed on the bases and stuff like that. So that's my other concern is Jeremy Pena. He definitely needs to get it together. Also, I just want to point out one other thing. Obviously, we all know the Astros did promote from within. They brought up Joe Espada. I think that's a really, 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 really good move. Dana Brown really likes Joe Espada. They really, I think they're on the same page with which direction they want to go with the Astros. I was afraid they were gonna, Jim Crane was gonna, or Bagwell was gonna have say something like Brad Osmond or get somebody else because maybe they want to make a bigger splash. But I like them getting Joe Espada. That was a good move. Okay. So anyways, we'll definitely talk more Astros when there's any more big news that comes out of Minute Maid Park. So now we're gonna talk Texans. Texans. It's all about the Texans right now, everybody. It's all about the Texans right now. We got a big game coming up against the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray is back. So I don't think these are going to be the same Arizona Cardinals they've been through most of the season because he hasn't really played too much. But really, everybody's still buzzing about the Texans last week. That win over the Cincinnati Bengals. Man, I wish I would have watched the majority of that game, but I was doing all kinds of stuff for my birthday that day. Yeah, like I said, I didn't pick us even to win that game. Most people probably didn't pick us. Can you imagine? Did anybody really pick the Texans to beat the Bengals in the beginning of the season? I'm sure everybody marked that as a big loss, So, anyways, we are, of course, the favorite to win this Sunday. I don't know what the current spread is right now, but I have 4.5-point favorites. So, we're favored to win by 4.5 points, so a little bit under a touchdown. So, as far as last week, C.J. Stroud passed for 356 yards. So, for the year, C.J. Stroud has 15 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He did throw that other pick, obviously, toward the end of the game against the Bengals. And so that's really, really impressive for the whole year. 15 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Our offense is top 10 in scoring. We're 10th in points, and we're 6th in yards per game. Obviously, you got between C.J. Stroud, I really can't say the running game until this last week, but Nico Collins, Noah Brown, Dalton Schultz, Tank Dell, all of them cats, man, they've all contributed to. And obviously, let's show give a little love for the offensive line. The offensive line, and for Bobby Slowick. The offensive line has been definitely getting better week after week. And now this past week, on the rushing side, you could definitely see. And obviously Singletary did his thing, rushing for 150 yards on 30 carries. So, anyways, lots of good things to talk about. You see, I would say we should at least score 30 points against the Cardinals this Sunday. The Cardinals are toward the bottom of the league in passing defense and also in rushing defense. They allow 4.1 yards per carry. Overall, they give up a little bit over 26 points per game. So, yeah, we should definitely score on them. But the big thing is Kyler Murray is back. He looked good in his return last week against the Falcons. He passed for 249 yards. You can see he still got the legs. He can scramble. Also, James Conner, the running back, is back. He had a decent game, but he's a tough running back. He had 16 carries for 73 yards, averaging 4.6 yards per carry. Their big weapon who's come on strong here in the last few weeks is their tight end, Trey McBride. He had 8 catches for 131 yards last week. And our defense not very good when it comes to covering tight ends. Not good at all. So that's going to be a concern. They got Marquise Hollywood Brown, who used to be with the Ravens. They got a few other receivers. But so here's my big 2 concerns with the Cardinals. The big one is us overlooking the Cardinals and looking to the Jacksonville Jaguars next week, because obviously that's going to be the big game. Is going to be the Jaguars. So us overlooking, which we have no business of doing that, because we did that after our bye. We beat the Saints and we lost the Panthers, an over team. So we have no business even overlooking anybody right now. Even though we are a better team, we have no business of overlooking anybody. That's including the Arizona Cardinals. So that's the first concern. And obviously the second one is Kyler Murray. I already said. He's a playmaker. He can definitely move around. He can break out for 15 or 20 yards easy. So that's going to be an issue. So anyways, I don't know if I should give you my prediction right now, but I am going to predict the Texans to win. I'm going to say Texans 34, Cardinals 17. So I do definitely going to cover. Definitely going to cover on that 5.5 or 4.5 spread I gave you. So anyways, tell me what y'all think about the Texans. Tell me if you have any concerns or you agree with what I was saying as far as that. But it's gonna be interesting because if we beat the Cardinals, it's gonna be basically next Sunday. It's gonna basically be I think it's gonna be for the AFC South division title. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get to my Week 11 predictions. Starting with the game tonight, I just want to say real quick, I'm not responsible for your gamblings. If you want to gamble, if you like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty good on picking my teams and everything. So I'm not gonna lie, you can ask my boy Jerry about that. Shout out to Jerry. Though, so Thursday night tonight, so we got the Bengals at the Ravens tonight on Prime. It's a 3.5 point spread. Obviously, the Ravens are favored. They got an over/under 46. So I do have the Ravens winning tonight. I do think the Ravens will cover. So that's the first game. That's tonight. Moving to Sunday afternoon, the CBS games. I already said the Texans are going to win. The over/under is 47.5. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, so I'm going to go with the over on that. Raiders at the Dolphins. So there's 5 games that are around double-digit spreads. That's crazy. There's 5 games this weekend that have around double-digit point spreads. So this is the first one right here. Raiders at the Dolphins. Dolphins are favored by 11.5 points with the over/under 46.5. I do got the Dolphins winning, and I have the Dolphins winning fairly handily. The Dolphins need to really prove that they can beat some good teams. That's the one. That's their one bugaboo. You know, they've been like killing it. They scored 70 against the Denver Broncos, but they seem to have a hard time winning against good teams. So yes, I will take the Dolphins, and I will take them to definitely cover, and I'll probably take the over on that one too. Steelers at Browns. Steelers at Browns. The Browns are favored by 2.5 points. So over under is a lower over under at 34.5. Even though Deshaun Watson is out, I got the Browns winning this one. I just think their defense is really solid, and I think they're going to rely on the running game. So I'm not a big Pickett fan for the Steelers. Obviously the Steelers have a good defense, but I'm going to go roll with the Browns. I do think they're going to cover, and I'm going to say right around where that is, around that 34.5. So I'm just going to wouldn't even put over or under on that. I'd be somewhere around there. Titans at the Jags. We want the Titans to win, right, Texans fans? Jags are favored by 6.5 points. The over/under is 40.5. I got the Jags winning this one. I got the Jags to cover. The Jags are definitely going to be ready to rock and roll because they just got their butt kicked last Sunday against the 49ers. They got beat up at their house. So I know the Jaguars are going to be ready to rock and roll. So they're going to freaking win and they're going to cover. I'll go with the over on that one too. Our noon Fox games, Bears and Lions. That's another big spread. Lions by 9.5 points, over/under 46.5. I got the Lions winning this one. And I got the Lions winning big. Lions are winning big. The Lions, can you believe it, are like really contenders in the AFC. When's the last time we could say that? So I got the Lions definitely covering that. I don't know about the over/under, but I think it's gonna be a blowout. Sorry, Chris. I know he's a Bears fan. Next one, Cowboys at the Panthers. It's another big point spread. The Cowboys are favored by 10.5 points. The over/under is 41.5. Obviously, I got the Cowboys winning this. Dak has been playing good. That wide receiver has been killing it. I can't remember his name. He's been killing it. Their defense is solid. So I want to say definitely the Cowboys are going to cover. And I think it'll be a little bit over 41.5. So I got the Cowboys, Chargers, and the Packers. This is got at a 3-point favorite for the Chargers, over/under 43.5. This is kind of a toss-up in my opinion, but I'm going to roll with the Chargers. I'm I like Jordan Love. He's okay, but I just think the Chargers are going to come with it I just have a feeling the Chargers are going to come with it this Sunday. So I got the Chargers. I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna cover, and I think it will be. I'm gonna go with the under on that one. Giants and Commanders. Commanders are 9.5-point favorites on that one. Over under 36.5. I got the Commanders winning that one, and I don't know. I guess I'll get them to cover that one. The Giants are not that good. If it was the Jets, I'd probably be different, but they might. It obviously wouldn't be a 9.5-point spread. So I'll roll with the Commanders on that one. I'm going to actually say probably even more low scoring than that, 36.5. So I'm going to go under on that one, but I got the Commanders to cover and under on that one. 3 o'clock games. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the 49ers. It's another big point spread. The 49ers are 10.5 by favorites with an over-under 41.5. Definitely got the 49ers winning this one. The 49ers are back. They just beat the hell out of the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I got them to definitely cover on that. I think it's gonna be on the over on that one also. The Jets and the Bills. Jets and Bills. Bills are favored by 6.5 points. Over under is 40. So that's 6.5 points. Bills have not been playing good at all. I mean, they lost to the Denver Broncos. I know the Broncos are playing better, but man, I got the Buffalo Bills, but I don't have them covering that. I don't have them covering that 6.5. I don't. I'm gonna say it's gonna be on under on that one because Jets has got a good defense. Bills got decent defense, so I don't have the Bills covering that one at all. And it's gonna be on the under on that one. Seahawks at Rams. This is gonna be a really, really, really good game. The Seahawks are favored by 1 point at the LA Rams. The over under is 46. I mean, it's pretty much a toss-up. I know most people are probably going to go with the Seahawks, but I'm going to roll with the Rams. Yeah, I just think the Rams are going to come on with it. You know what I'm saying? Plus, their quarterback is back this week. He's been hurt, so I think the Rams are gonna take care of business. They'll cover, and it will be. I'm going to say under on the 46. As far as the primetime games. Besides tonight, obviously, the Sunday Night Football, you got the Vikings at the Broncos. Broncos are favored by 2.5. The over-under is 43.5. I'm going to roll with the Vikings, even though the Broncos have been playing better. The Vikings are on a little roll right now. So, yeah, I like their defense. They got some playmakers, obviously. So, yeah, I'm going to have the Vikings cover, and it's going to be, so I'm going to say over. I'm going to say under on that one, too. And the big one, the Monday night game. The Eagles at the Chiefs Kingdom. Jalen Hurts against Patrick Mahomes. The Kelsey brothers. Taylor Swift. But you know, Taylor Swift is not going to be there. She's on tour right now. So the Chiefs are favored by 2.5 points. It's an over under 46.5. I was kind of going back and forth on this one, y'all. I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I think Mahomes is going to have a solid game. You know, I don't think he's really, obviously, I don't think he definitely hasn't played it in the years past where he was definitely like the clear choice favorite for MVP and all that. So I'm going to roll with the Chiefs on that one, y'all. So anyways, that's my picks for week 11. Can you believe it's already week 11 already? So anyways, one thing I'm gonna do every show. I'm gonna do some plugs out there. The people I'm cool with, whether they do good work. They could be a mechanic. They could be an oil field. They could be a barber. They could be whatever. I'm gonna give a shout out, and I'm gonna give out some birthday shout outs. Okay. Not me, but I'm going to give birthday shout-outs. And then, like I said, let me go first give a birthday shout-out to my boy AJ, the barber. He used to be my barber. He's on the southwest part of Houston. He does very, very good work. He basically goes by Get You Right on his T-shirts and his lids. And he's really, really, really does good work. I would still go there, but I need to shave my head again. I just shave my head now, man. Because I got this little bald spot up on top, so I mean, like, I already told him already, man. Yeah, I'm going with the barber, but shout out to AJ the barber. His birthday was yesterday, November 15th. He's a Scorpio, like me. Shout out to Rhonda. Shout out to Rhonda. I haven't seen Rhonda in quite a while. Her birthday's the day after my birthday. So, yes, she's really, really cool. You know what I'm saying? Definitely got to catch up again, girl. And then, who else am I going to give a shout out to? Shout out to Crystalline, man. Crystalline on the H-Town, man. Crystalline, man. She got my birthday, man. She's very, very, man, she's dope, man. She's very talented. She does a lot of engineering, audio engineering and stuff like that. So, man, shout out to Crystalline, man. You got my birthday too, man. So, anyways, I appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode of Victory and Beyond. If you like my video, put that thumbs up like this, that thumbs up. I appreciate the like. And go on my YouTube channel and subscribe. There's no cost for you subscribing. That way, every time I get my video, you'll get my video. You'll get notified when my new video comes out. So like I said, I appreciate all the love. I'm ready for another fun NFL weekend. The Rockets can get back to work tomorrow on the West Coast trip against the LA Clippers, which I hope they beat the brakes off of because I hate James Harden. I'm sure a lot of y'all agree. But anyways, I appreciate y'all.